If you stand still long enough, even the dust of failure will settle on you. That's the Rockies right now. A team stuck in reverse, no traction, no hope, praying for mercy at Coors Field. And they won't find it today. Cincinnati walks in sharper, stronger, faster. A 12-13 record doesn't tell the story. Their bats are heating up, top 5 in the league over the past week. 5.1 runs per game on the season. Patient at the plate, aggressive on the bases. They're making teams bleed from 1,000 cuts. And today, they bring Hunter Green to the mound. Not just a pitcher, a weapon. 2.35 ERA. A whip under 1. A slider that's making hitters look foolish. You don't survive Coors unless you can miss bats, and Green's doing it better than almost anyone in the league. Across from him, Antonio Senzatella, a pitcher with an ERA over 4, a whip close to 2, and a slider that's been lit up like a bonfire. He's the kind of starter you circle in red ink when you're hunting for blood. The Rockies are trying to fight a gun battle with a stick. Dead last in runs allowed. Bottom 5 in batting average. Bottom tier in nearly every metric that matters. A 4-20 record isn't a slump, it's a confession. Public money's all over Cincinnati. So is sharp money. That's rare. 95% of bets. 99% of money. No trap here, just a bad team getting exposed. And the Reds have already dominated this series, winning 9 of their last 10 against Colorado. Even at Coors, there's no hiding from a storm. And today, Hunter Green brings the thunder. And today's AI pick is Cincinnati Reds moneyline. Stay sharp. Malachi and Elvis are standing by, ready to break down Game 2.
You ever watch a man build his own coffin, laughing while the dirt piles up around him? That's St. Louis today. Sonny Gray takes the mound, and on paper, he shines. A whip under 1, a calm presence. Makes you want to believe, doesn't it? But a shine doesn't change the rot underneath. This is a team that's 2-11 at home. A team that's lost 3 of their last 4. A team that strands runners like it's a religion. The Brewers, they don't dance, they hunt. 5 runs a game, top 5 offense in the majors. They come in waves. Quinn Priest is green, yeah. Walks too many. But he throws like a man with nothing to lose, and that's the most dangerous kind. You want to know how Milwaukee wins this? 3 ways. They grind you at the plate. They take second when you blink. And when they get the lead, they lock the door and pocket the key. Sharp money isn't just leaning Brewers. It's kicking the door in. Only 50% of the bets, but 73% of the cash. That's not blood money. That's loaded gun money. They want you to stare at Sonny Gray's stat line and forget everything else. They want you to miss Milwaukee's 36 stolen bases, 3rd most in baseball. They want you to dismiss Priester's 1.93 ERA because it doesn't come wrapped in a Cy Young commercial. But there's one rule you don't break when the walls are closing in. Desperate teams are dangerous. Milwaukee isn't here for the cameras. They're here to bury you and walk away. And today's AI pick is Milwaukee Brewers moneyline. Don't blink, don't breathe. Today, the sharp edges don't just cut. They carve names into headstones. Now, on to Bonnie and Clyde for Game 3. G it.
Clyde, what in the world did you put in that chili? My mouth's on fire. I can't even taste it. I told you I can't handle that kind of heat.
You said you wanted it with a little kick, darling. I just gave it a small nudge, maybe a bit bigger than I thought. But hey, a little fire clears the senses. Same thing the Rangers are about to do to the Giants today. Burn 'em clean.
There's a difference between a little spice and a full-blown 5-alarm emergency, Clyde. My lips are numb. Just like the Giants' bats are about to be when they face Tyler Mahle. Man's got an ERA lower than the temperature in this ballpark today. Giants might think they're ready, but that chill in the air? It's a preview of how frozen their offense is about to be.
Exactly, sweetheart. While you're over there breathing like a dragon, Mahler's out here throwing smoke with precision. Rangers don't need big offense today. They need patience, timing, and cold-blooded execution. And Mahler's giving them that in spades. Meanwhile, Robbie Ray's walking a tightrope with that 1.56 whip. He's gonna hand out free passes like candy. And today's AI pick is Texas Rangers moneyline. Stick around, because coming up next, KR means stepping in to break down Game 4. You don't want to miss it.
There is a quiet tonight stretching from the dugouts to the farthest corners of Kauffman Stadium. A silence heavy enough to feel in your lungs. The Royals, a team drunk on 5 straight wins, have mistaken momentum for invincibility. But momentum, like smoke, fades when the cold wind rises. Framber Valdez walks to the mound for Houston, not as a hero, but as a reckoning. His ERA may wobble, his steps may seem unsure, but even wounded lions remember how to hunt. The Astros have tasted too much bitter air lately, dropping games they should have ruled. Yet tonight, the soil shifts beneath their feet. Not because of swagger, but because survival demands it. Across the diamond, Michael Wacha waits, wearing a record of 0 wins and 3 losses like a badge of fading hope. His pitches bend, his will flickers, but inside, the cracks run deeper. The Royals can mask it for a time, but pressure fractures weak foundations. And Houston knows how to bring pressure without mercy. The Royals have made a dance of defense lately, holding opponents underwater, forcing the under to cash again and again. But the deeper you wade, the heavier the river pulls. The Astros may have stumbled, but their blood runs hotter. Their hands steadier. Their hunger older. And tonight, that hunger will not be denied. And today's AI pick is Houston Astros money line. Watch close. Life storm does not come with thunder. It comes with a whisper. Stay with us. Lilith is gathering her words. She will summon the final verdict in the recap.
In the silence after the battle drums fade, judgment walks the field. We began with the Cincinnati Reds, a storm unleashed on the Rockies. No mercy, no hesitation. The sword fell clean. Then, the Milwaukee Brewers sharpened their blades, carving through the Cardinals' illusion of safety. What was promised to Cint? Louis was taken instead by blood and grit. Bonnie and Clyde brought fire next, standing firm with the Texas Rangers. Against the winds of San Francisco, they planted their flag and did not blink. KM whispered of the old hunger, and the Astros answered. In cold air and heavy silence, they reclaimed their hunt, silencing Kansas City's brief ascent. And now, the final reckoning. Tonight, it is the Cleveland Guardians who rise. In the shadows of Progressive Field, amid cold winds and colder hearts, they do not flinch. The Red Sox bring their veterans, their pride, their history, but it will not be enough. Doug Nikhazy, untested by the fires of Major League battle, steps forward not as a lamb to slaughter, but as a sword hidden in plain sight. The Guardians' soil is rich with resilience, and tonight they will not surrender it. Their arms are steady, their spirits sharpened by doubt. And in the turning of the ninth inning sky, they will answer the call that Boston cannot. And today's AI pick is Cleveland Guardians money line. The scroll is sealed. The course is set. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Texas, Houston, Cleveland. A ledger written not in ink, but in will. Some will watch the winds and call it chance. Some will feel the tremor, know it was written long before the first pitch ever touched dirt. Will we cash? Will we burn? The fire is already lit. Stay sharp.